The Met Gala has come and gone, but there are still plenty of star-studded moments to talk about.
Including our very own Bauman, who shared her experience working the champagne carpet with CBS News earlier today. Take a look.
Okay, and the thing that we cannot stop talking about, yesterday was not just the first day of May, it was also the first Monday of May, which means...
in New York City, that means that it's Met Gala Day. Movie stars, models, billionaires, recording artists, and more strutted, glamorous, and let's just say eccentric looks on the red carpet for fashion's biggest night. The annual event raises millions of dollars for New York's famed Metropolitan Museum of Art.
It's a combination of all the wonderful talent that I get to meet and the creativity that I see and the ability to try and help people and use the platform that I'm so lucky to have the best that I can.
Joining us now in Studio 57 is Bauman. She is a reporter for a New York City station, CBS New York. First of all, you looked stunning. You were just like one of the other stars that were there on that carpet. Before we get into my beloved Benito's gorgeous look, let's talk about the theme. Talk to us about what was the theme, what surprised you.
So the theme this year was Karl Lagerfeld, and he was the designer for Chanel from 1983 until his death in 2019. He also designed for Bauman, he designed for Fendi, Chloe, he had his own line, Karl Lagerfeld, and he was also a deep, close personal friend of Anna Wintour, who's like the maestro of the Met Gala every year from 1999. So the dress code was literally in honor of Karl.
Well, you were actually there, as we were talking about last night. What were some of your favorite looks, the best that you saw?
Well, of course, I love Bad Bunny. Yay! He had the nice little floral train around him. He had the back moment. He had the open back behind him. I personally love J-Lo's look. I think she always, like, shuts down the carpet. She has, like, the whole carpet to herself when she comes on. She had this, like, beautiful fastener with a little veil on her, and it was, like, a black cutout. There she is, a little black cutout with, like, a very light pink, very Chanel-looking type skirt.
I'm sensing a Rican theme here.
Yes.
A Puerto Rican theme? Yeah,
obviously, of course, naturally. I also loved Pedro Pascal. I mean, he took a risk. He was wearing this shade of red that just was like the perfect shade of red for him. And he did the red carpet faux pas of wearing shorts, but of course he pulled it off because who doesn't want to see Pedro Pascal's leg?
And also socks, right? There was like a dad look to it.
He had a little bit of a dad look with the high socks and the short shorts, but like, I feel like anything he does, people will love.
If there's ever a time to take a risk in fashion, it's at the Met Gala.
Exactly.
Los Latinos acabando. Literally, the Latinos finishing, which is not a direct translation, but anyway, they were on fire.
Absolutely.
Okay, so every year at the Met Gala, there's also that element of surprise. There's people who really just shock. Let's talk about the zaniest that you saw there in first person.
Well, the zaniest by far was Jared Leto.
Yeah.
He came in a full, like, cat suit. So the thing behind the cat was that Karl Lagerfeld famously loved his white cat, Chopette. So there were a lot of nods to his white cat, Chopette. Jared Leto came on in this number where at first we were like, we don't know who this is, what is going on, what's happening. He took off the head and we're like, oh, of course it's Jared Leto because he always goes above and beyond. One year he literally brought his own head that he was holding for one of the themes. So he had that. I loved how Doja Cat did it. She loved it. I was obsessed. She had the prosthetic nose that she like. So she had the cat ears. Literally was Doja Cat had the cat ears with a prosthetic cat nose. I asked her, I'm like, how long did this look take you to put together?
And what did she tell you?
Look, she said it only took an hour.
Oh, she talked to you.
I don't even know. She talked to us. She talked to me.
Yes, everything I saw.
She's like, I woke up looking like this.
Well, she kept answering questions, going meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, so we got real words, not just meows out of her. And I was like, only an hour for that? Like, it takes me an hour to get ready without the prosthetic, so I don't know how that took her an hour, but she looked phenomenal.
Liner, right? It takes you an hour.
That's an hour, each eye.
Well, there was an unexpected, let's say, New York City star at this year's Met Gala. Everybody's talking about the cockroach. Allie, what do you have to tell us?
The cockroach. Listen, you can get all the A-listers you want. You can have them go in the most designer couture gowns and pay $50,000 a ticket. But we're still in New York City. And there's cockroaches here.
You know, I was just wondering, are we going to need a, look at that, are we going to need a roach czar now? How come it wasn't a rat, which is way more
The czar is being effective.
The czar is working.
Right.
I thought, you know what, this is an indication that the rat czar is working. Now we need a roach czar.
Now we have the roaches. It came at a funny moment where, you know, for much of the carpet, it's like you don't know where to look. There are so many stars coming, one after the other. You're like, bam, there's, you know, there's Kylie Jenner, there's Cardi B, where do I look? And then there's like a lull where almost everyone has come in.
Yeah.
And then last night it was Rihanna that we were waiting for her like 10 p.m. entrance. So there was no one on the carpet. All the media's, you know, waiting around, standing around, and just all of the attention was on the cockroach. I didn't get an interview with him, though. He didn't stop.
No, that is not true that all the attention was on the cockroach. I am very, very into this look that you had. One of the most gorgeous looks on the carpet was yours. Let's take a look. And before we see the photo, you and I are going to talk off screen about whether you saw Kendall and Benito together or side by side.
Oh,
there it is. There it is. We're going to talk about that off camera.
Let's look at Allie and just stand on her for a second.
Who were you wearing? What was this dress?
So the dress was Galia Zahan. I loved it. I have a good friend, Alex Gropper, who's a stylist who kindly helped me, helped dress me so I didn't embarrass myself on this. She's with Danielle and Alex. And I chose it because, you know, Karl Lagerfeld kind of has the black dress, the black fabric motif, and loves like a sparkly moment. So I wanted to do that. And I just felt good in it, you know?
Yeah,
Allie, you were stunning.
Gorgeous.
Oh,
thank you for joining us.